Gabriella,
What?
what are we doing?
We are harvesting.
We're harvesting in the garden?
Yeah.
Gabriella's my little shy one. So we're picking out some stuff for dinner, right?
Yeah.
What do we have in here?
There's kale, there's broccoli, and then there's tops of onions.
There's kale, there's some broccoli leaves, there's some onions. We have some broccoli down there, and I just threw some cold water in there, and then we have some snap peas, right?
Yeah.
As well. And then what are we going to do with all of our lettuce that has gone by?
We're going to give it to our pigs.
We're going to give it to the pigs. So we are actually, I'm going to show you a little bit of a garden tour. So we have harvested some of our broccoli heads. This is our last one from this bed. We'll probably have it tomorrow. And I actually left the broccoli leaves because you can eat them the same way you would like kale in soups or salads and stuff. And then underneath them, I planted, when I knew that they were going to be getting close to harvest, I planted a bunch more lettuce seeds. So you can see that those are coming up, and lettuce doesn't like, it likes to be cooler. So I threw some underneath here and some spinach and stuff. These ones are not sprouted yet, but some of them have. And I did them underneath the plants that I knew I was going to be harvesting so that I could still pull some salad greens from them. We just pulled all of our snap peas all off of our, what we had here. We have some that are still growing, and we'll put those in a stir fry tonight. I have chicken, one of our homegrown chickens going in the Instapot, and then the garden just needed some work. So right now our cabbages are doing great. They're growing. Our nasturtiums are starting to come in.
There's a spider web on
There is a spider web. That's a good sign.
It is?
It is. We have some marigolds that were planted in the middle. Those will...
That would look so pretty.
It will look so pretty. And do you know what marigolds also do?
What?
They help to keep certain bugs away.
That's good, right?
It is very good. I have some more cabbage and kale coming in here. I actually missed this. That was a cauliflower, and I missed it. It bolted.
Oh no, I really want to see what cauliflower tasted like.
Well, you're in luck because we have more in our potato bed.
Good.
We do have some more marigolds coming in the middle there. And then our spinach and
onions are right here.
Yep, our onions. Some of our onions are going to seed, but our spinach and lettuce, we're thinning it all out. And I did plant some more in the bottom here that's starting to come up. And I'm going to be pulling this out and leaving a few spinach heads to go to seed, so I can take those seeds and just sprinkle them right in the garden again. But these will go to the pigs.
And we have more kale.
We have more kale and spinach and lettuce here that's starting to bolt. So I planted some broccoli that I just had left over. And I actually, in here also, I had some cabbages that were left over that I figured I'd throw them in the ground. And they are still growing, so we'll see if they turn into anything or not. Either way, we'll get some salads out of that bed.
These are the carrots.
These are the carrots, and it's not time to harvest them yet, but we're getting there. What did you say when we moved and we were going to grow a farm? We were going to start a farm. What did you say that your thing that you were most excited about getting to do was?
It's to harvest the garden.
Yeah, you love harvesting the garden. Yeah, me too.
And over here, there's more lettuce.
More lettuce. Some of these are starting to bolt. I do have some more stuff planted in there. But we have some carrots coming up. And then I have a whole bunch of little zucchinis coming in here too.
Wait, really?
Whole bunch of them. And there's a bunch of heads of lettuce that I'm probably going to pull and make a nice salad tomorrow before those bolt. So we've been able to have lots of salads. These zucchinis are coming in as well.
And then there's more onions here too.
A lot more little ones coming in.
Wait, is this a pumpkin?
Nope, that's a zucchini.
Oh, because pumpkins have flowers like that.
They do, you're right. You want to go look at the tomato beds?
Yeah.
So we didn't finish the middle of our garden yet. That's okay. We've had a lot going on here. You don't belong in here, chicken.
So,
But our tomato beds are coming in great. So I do have to do some weeding. I'm out here to go through that. So this is one of our beds, doing very well. And then let's see, I'll probably show this bed. So this is one of the first ones we put in.
and my daddy made this.
Yes, your daddy did make that. Did he do a good job?
Yeah.
Does he do a good job on everything he does?
Yeah.
He does. So
What's down here?
that's lettuce as well.
It
So
feels so soft.
yep, and so I planted that underneath the tomatoes because they'll start to give it some shade. So that will come in and we'll be eating out of that in a week. Our peppers are doing well. Our tomatoes are starting to
These are
flower.
peppers?
Yep, these are peppers.
Oh, and these are
That's
the tomatoes.
pepper. There's pepper there. There's
Wait,
pepper.
did you do cherry tomatoes?
Yep, that's this bed over here.
Because Jojo really likes cherry tomatoes.
Jojo likes them. Yep, they'll be coming in. So we have
I never
more
had a
lettuce
cherry
coming in.
tomato.
And for some reason, our spinach did not come in as well as the lettuce did. So I'm going to try another spinach variety and plant some more. It shouldn't take too long for that to come in. And I'm going to come in here and I'm going to get rid of all the suckers. And then all of our nasturtiums and marigolds are starting to come up that we planted. God bless you. And then I have different types of basil coming up in the corners. This is a weed. This is a weed.
Is this the basil?
That's basil, yep.
So, like the little purple basil.
Mhm. So there's different types
So
of
what does
basil.
basil turn into?
Basil. And so basil will be like a bigger, bushier plant, and it goes very well. It helps improve the flavor of the tomatoes and peppers, and it goes very well with meals that you would use tomatoes and peppers with. But it also helps keep some of the insects away that would eat those
would
plants.
you use them at like a Mexican restaurant?
A what?
A Mexican restaurant?
I'm sure there's some things they use it for.
Because they use peppers and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. And then we do have some
Why do these ones look like
spinach
frogs?
coming in down here. The frog feet, those are nasturtiums. They'll have beautiful orange and yellow flowers that you can eat. And also the insects don't like them, and they will also deter pests.
So it
You
helps.
can see that
So it
these,
helps the other part of the garden.
yes, they're
to make
companion
sure no
plants.
bugs.
They're friends. They like to grow together.
So that's why there isn't very many bugs here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, except
And then
for
this
the-
is also basil coming in. This is a different type
This
of basil.
basil?
Mm-hmm. Oops. So that's coming in the corner there. And then I'm going to come through and weed in a little bit.
Yeah.
But we should have, in this one little bed, we should have lettuce, spinach, tomatoes, basil, peppers, and then we'll have nasturtium and marigolds coming in as well. And then I think I did actually throw in, yep, a couple of bean plants. So those string beans, these are pole beans. Pole beans will grow up this pole, and they'll kind of share this space.
So
Which one is this one?
That's marbles.
Pine
And
marbles.
so is that why Daddy built this for it to grab onto this?
Exactly. That's a trellis. It helps support the plants that need to grow up nice and tall. And then the
So
tomatoes will...
do they have them on that one?
Mm-hmm. So over here we also have some beans growing. They just popped up. Some nasturtium, some more basil.
So they
Tomatoes.
like grab on like this
Yep.
up to the way top.
And then I'm going to show you something, Gabriella. I'll show you how to get rid of some of the suckers. You can let your
What are
suckers...
suckers?
Suckers are like... They are like a part of your tomato that it's just another branch that grows in between your main branch and one of your...
Why does it turn that like brownish color?
It just scars it, like, so it just ends up hardening off, and it heals, the plant heals in that spot where the sucker was. So like, let me see this right here? See how this is our main plant?
Yeah.
And then see how this is one of our main branches?
Yeah.
So this right here, this is a sucker. We want to
So-
pop that off,
So you only want the main branches that
and the ones
like
coming
the
off.
ones that go straight out, not like the tiny ones going
Right.
next to it.
Then the plant can focus its energy on producing fruit instead of just leaves. And so it'll give you...
Is this one of them?
Nope, that's one of the branches that came off of the plant. And then this one we wouldn't want to pull off because that has the flowers. So the flowers tell us where the fruit is going to be.
So,
but this is a sucker.
So why are there like the pointiness?
Okay, that's a great question. So why are there all those little hairs? That's because you could actually bury the tomato plant down below and those will turn into new roots. So when we planted our tomatoes, we planted it really deep and we kind of pulled off like the bottom leaves. So some people will actually lay their tomato plant sideways and then that whole side stalk will grow roots out of it and make it really nice and strong in the ground.
Okay.
So, and then, so I'll come through and I'll do those suckers, but if your suckers get too long, let me see if I can find an example. Sometimes like when you're not paying attention, your suckers will grow really fast. Like if we left this one here, see that one? And I have to trellis these all up. That sucker, if I let that go for another week or so, that would be as big as like one of these side branches. Then what I could do is, because all these little fibers turn into roots, you see the hairs?
Yeah.
I could pull off that sucker and I could take it right over here, and we actually did that. I need to water these though. And you can stick it right in the ground.
And then it will all dry up because
well, that one dried up because that's a weed. But see this one right here? We're gonna water it. That is actually a sucker of one of our tomato plants, and we have to water that tonight. It's a little limp because we haven't watered it. But that will grow roots. It is growing roots, and it'll turn into a whole new tomato plant. And before you know it, that one
will be really big.
It'll look like this one. Yep. So that one was about that big when we planted it.
Okay.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
So I have some weeding to do, and you have some harvesting to do. But you want to go feed the pigs first?
Yeah. Okay,
go grab the lettuce. You've got lots of debris in the garden, but sometimes that's just the way it goes. Okay, the pigs are going to love you. And the chickens will pick up anything that falls along the ground. Whoop. That's okay, the chickens will eat it. Ready? Here, bring it over here where it's not in their wallow. Nope, right here, honey.
Oh, okay.
Say, here, piggy, piggy, piggy.
Piggy.
And they will eat all of that. I just gave them another bunch just like that 5 minutes ago. You like her the best?
Yeah.
So they will eat all of that. Nothing goes to waste. And you know what they will turn that into?
Well,
do you know what pigs turn lettuce into?
What?
Bacon.
Really?
Really.
I love bacon.
Yeah, me too.
Wait, do we still have bacon?
We do still have bacon.
Can
we have
we
them
make
from our
bacon
last
tomorrow?
pigs. Maybe. How is it, girls? You loving it? Living your best life?
They crunch so loudly.
They do crunch really loudly. And then the chickens come in and clean up their mess. Everybody works on the farm, right? Yeah. Nothing goes to waste.
And the chickens are their friends.
The chickens are their friends.
And one, I saw that one had the whole entire body had mud all over it.
I know. She does that to stay cool. So she will go in that wallow, and when we run the sprinkler, we run the sprinkler for them, and they go in there and they get nice and cool. And that's one of her ways of making herself feel good, because pigs don't sweat.
Why does that one not do it that much?
I don't know. They're both different. They have very different personalities, the two of them. Enjoy. You want to say like, subscribe, and share?
Like, subscribe, and share. Bye.